Come on, Caillou.
Yes, I know, Dad. I have school today, and I am not looking forward to taking my math quiz since I feel all dead and can't even move myself after you woke me up.
Well, if you feel all dead, then what time did you even go to bed last night? Give me an honest and frank answer.
Okay, I went to bed at 2 a.m. That's because I was playing Call of Duty with my friends last night at 11 p.m. And I didn't realize that the game would be prolonged up to the point it is way past my bedtime.
Well, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. But don't let video games take over your priorities, no matter if there's a big game going on or whatever. I don't care. You are expected to go to sleep at 11 and leave everything else less important behind, especially since you have the quiz today. And if I see you violating this again, then you will be grounded. Anyways, since we've already wasted your packing time talking, you only have 5 minutes to get ready, so be prepared by then.
Man, I feel like such an idiot right now. I didn't realize that I would be this exhausted to the point that my brain is about to stop working. Hey Dad, just wondering, but why isn't my classic twin coming to school?
Oh, well, you know how whenever I state that I will leave him in the dungeon for an eternity, and it happens that he is let out in every episode. Well, I didn't let it happen this time.
Boris, you know that you shouldn't be breaking the fourth wall. I keep telling you not to do it, and this time you busted the fourth wall so hard that you burst into the viewer's screen.
Oh, screw off, Orbit Entertainment. How about if I burst onto your studio and beat you down in front of the viewers until you learn to shut up and stop correcting the way I act? Jeez.
Dad, I don't think doing that was a great idea, because you know what could happen if you go against the creator's decisions. He has the right to remove you at any time.
Well, at this point, I have nothing left to lose. And in fact, I'd rather be in the state of nothingness than be acting in this scrappy episode anyways. By the way, I'll from now on make sure that classic Caillou stays in his dungeon until hell freezes over, even when a brand new universe forms, otherwise known as the future episodes. Also, he is just doing fine in his dungeon right now. I can explain to you what he has to suffer for the eternity he remains there with Dora.
Certainly, and I really hope he gets all of the suffering that serves right for him.
Oh, of course.
Dora, I have to suffer being here so much that at this point I wish I stop existing. I wish I can return to my old cell where I could actually breathe unlike this eternal purgatory.
I know, classic Caillou, this is even worse than burning in hell, because here it is pure nothingness, non-existence, and it never comes to an end.
So then I guess we'll be depressed until the sun explodes and saves us from this nightmare. This is it. This is the real world. Wait, what the hell is that sound? I hope it is just something going on with my dazed mind right now.
It unfortunately isn't. I heard that terrifying sound as well, and I'm praying that it doesn't make the current state of our dungeon worse than it already is.
I'm feeling certain that it will. We're doomed.
Hello, I'm the evil spirit. Boris spawned me here so I can catch you to the worms. Be ready to suffer even more agony.
Oh no, I'm petrified.
Ha ha, you really thought you could escape this inevitable suffering. I can just easily spawn wherever you are and make the cruelest assault on both of you. Time to teleport now.
Wow, I'm just amazed that both my classic clone and Dora got even more suffering than what they already deserve.
Indeed, because punishing them more than enough will for sure keep us out of our presence for good and all. Have a good day at school, Caillou. And if you pass your quiz, I will bring you wherever you want of choice.
Alright, see you, Dad. Crap, I'm gonna be a second late. Miss Martin, I apologize that I was a second late to class. I know you wouldn't expect me to make any mistakes since I was told by you that I'm your best student, but I am truly sorry.
Oh, no worries, and since you're indeed my best student in the class, you're excused, so come take a seat.
Yay.
Wait, Miss Martin, am I also one of your best students?
Hey, remember the first rule I told you guys in my class, no talking.
But teacher, I just feel worried that you don't like me better than Caillou as a student. I have better grades than him and I have always came in class early.
I never said nor implied that you were one of my favorite students. So please, shut your mouth, and let's get on to the point of this class already.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think Miss Martin has ever held these strict rules. She most likely woke up on the wrong side of the bed today since she seems hella grouchy.
I think you are right. Let's just stay quiet for the rest of the period before she freaks out.
Class, listen up.
Oh no.
Say one more word. That will give you 2 weeks of detention, understand?
Yes, miss.
Good. Now it's time for me to pass out the papers for the quiz. Pass the second sheet I gave you to the person behind you. Good luck on the quiz. You have 10 minutes to complete it.
Geez, this quiz surprisingly threw me off. After devoting all my time yesterday to study, Miss Martin really had the nerve to give us the hardest questions in all of existence. This is genuinely stupid. I wish I can dodge the class like how I used to be able to get away with it, but it would be foolish since it's obvious that I will get caught in this era. Well, what can I say at this point? I'm doomed for failure, even though I studied thoroughly and carefully. No wonder why this school is known as the biggest joke.
Wait a second, why does it smell like gas here, and where is it coming from?
I'd suggest that you don't take any notice of it, and continue working on your quiz.
But Miss Martin,
What did I say about talking in class? You wouldn't want to receive a prolonged detention, do you?
why should I care? You don't realize that the smell of gas can lead to a bigger problem, and can even result in people getting killed. We need to act quickly before it's too late.
Wow, you really think you're bright, aren't you? If I, the teacher, clearly states that you shouldn't worry about it, then that means there won't be any issues and you will therefore get your work done on time, period.
Screw it, I'm not letting anyone be at risk of getting killed regardless of Miss Martin's stupid rules. Caillou on the rescue.
Hey, get your butt back here right this instant. I wouldn't handle this if I were you. You could get seriously injured.
Oh my god, the gas is already escalating. I need to save the school. Quick.
Guys, don't panic. I promise that we'll be just fine, as long as all of you hurry outside by the front door.
Well, thank God it was only me who was able to stop the fire from spreading before it was too late. Because who knows how fatal of a disaster would this have turned out if I were to abide by Miss Martin's rules. I was right when I stated that small problems can lead to tragedies. Anyways, I'm about to go head outside now to let the school know that I stopped the fire before the slowpoke firefighters begin investigating.
We have just spent the past half hour checking around the school to see what has caused the fire, and there happened to be just smoke at the locker room, so no fire has occurred.
Wait, are you sure about that? I was seemingly told by my boss that an actual fire happened. This is peculiar.
Well again, miss, we looked all around the school and haven't spotted any flames on our view, so therefore, there is no solid evidence that a fire occurred. Have a good day.
Miss Martin. Miss Martin.
Caillou. There's no way on earth that you ran away from class to make a poor attempt to solve the issue of gas in the building, and lie that there was a fire and that you fixed it. You do realize that all of your actions are serious crimes.
Indeed, and as a result, we're going to call your dad to determine what punishment best warrants your wrongdoings. This is just unbelievable. I cannot believe you actually did this.
No, stop. This is a big misunderstanding.
Oh, shut up, you bald-headed laughingstock of a 4-year-old. We don't want to hear it.
Hey Caillou, I just heard that a fire has broken out on your school, and I came here since I wanted to make sure that you're okay.
Well, I was just about to convince Miss Martin and the firefighter that I was the one who extinguished the fire before the fire department arrived.
Yeah, right. You had to come up with the stupidest excuse that you think we as professionals will actually believe. How pathetic.
You know what, Caillou, just come with me home and we can sort this out. I'm on your side, by the way.
Hey, come back here right now.
Caillou, let's watch the news to see if they now have evidence that you saved the school from the fire.
We are back with extra info about the Go City school fire that is worthy of importance, after the school principal had just looked over the footage of where the fire was located. It happened to be a 4-year-old named Caillou, who has brought the school a staggering miracle, being brave enough to extinguish the fire spreads even before the firefighters arrived.
See, Dad, I told you that I legitimately saved my school from a fire. Just nobody believed me since doing something extraordinary like that seems too unreal.
I know, Caillou, I had a bit of a hard time believing it either, but of course I knew a great son of mine is always truthful when doing something great. Overall, I can't describe how happy I am that you actually saved your school as well as all of the students. This is by far the biggest miracle you've brought to this world, and as a result, not only that you're ungrounded, but tomorrow, we will also spend a 2-week trip to Legoland with just you and I. How does that sound?
Yay, going to Legoland has been my dream for years, and I cannot wait for it to be brought to existence. Yay 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 yay.
By the way, it turned out that the cause of fire was not an accident, and it was actually a devious scheme set up by someone who decided to open the gas valve and light the gas up.
The culprit who committed this crime has just been accused of arson and will be taken into custody and face serious charges. By the way, this is a culprit right here. His name is Classic Caillou, and he is a classic twin of modern Caillou.
How the frick did Classic Caillou escape this time? How? When he gets back in that dungeon, I'm gonna turn it into a gas chamber.